Afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Okay, Andre's telling me we need one more member. I ran into Paul Chevet today. He said he wasn't coming in.
I believe everyone else replied that they would be here, all the town members.
Oh, okay. It is a 4:30 start, is it not?
4:30 start.
Okay.
Ray Hills was tentatively, so I don't know for sure if he'll be signing in.
Is there any way we can reach out to the town members and see if they're coming?
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Andre. Okay, so just so people know, the meeting is streaming now, and I just got a notification that it's streaming. And the we're waiting for quorum here. We're waiting for a few more members to join, so we're just reaching out, seeing if we can get them. If not, then we don't have quorum and we can't hold the meeting. So we'll have to wait a few minutes to see if we can get quorum. So for those of you that have tuned in on streaming service, that's why we're waiting at the moment. So I'm just going to ask a quick question of Shannon here. Under our terms of reference, do we need to wait 30 minutes for quorum, or?
I believe it's 15, John, but just let me double check.
Yeah, so we're down 1 county member, 3 town members, and the Rotary Wing advisor, I think. So we'll check into the terms of reference here and just make sure that we wait the proper amount of time. And if we can't make quorum, then we'll have to cancel the meeting and reschedule and find out why people aren't attending. Brian, I imagine things are busy over where you are.
Yeah, this is a crazy year this year. Usually June's monsoon season here in Whitecourt, but not this year. So yeah, our next fire number here is 93 for us. So it's higher numbers than on average for Whitecourt area, right? So
Yeah. What's the complement at the airport right now, just so people listening know how much the airport's being used right now?
we got Group 5 there, so it's the 5 plane air tractors plus a bird dog plane, eh?
Okay.
But folks probably have seen other tanker groups come in for a few hours or for some quick reloads as well. I think so far this season, the last number I heard at a tanker base is we pumped over 700,000 liters of retardant out of there. So,
Wow.
yeah, so it's one of those years, right? So, and then we got quite a bit of activity up in Fort McMurray and Lac La Biche right now, right? So, few OC fires up there, and then of course BC in a rural depart, and well, actually you go right across Canada, even Ontario and Saskatchewan and Manitoba, they got a lot of fires on the landscape too, right? So
yeah. Okay, Brian. Sorry, I'm just trying to fill some time here. So Shannon, go ahead.
Chair, unfortunately, according to our current meeting procedure bylaw, it is 30 minutes. I believe we changed it when we updated this the last time. So if you're finding 30 minutes is too long, that might be something you want to consider when we look at it again on Tuesday. But it is 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. So we'll change it to we can change it to or make I guess administration can bring that forward based on what we've been seeing. So how do we proceed from here then, Andre? Are we just going to do a reschedule, or?
To the chair, basically that's about all we can do is reschedule. At this point, I'm recommending the week of the 26th to the 30th, perhaps the 28th.
Okay. So since we got a few people in the room here and it looks like we're going to end up rescheduling, how's the 28th work for everybody?
it'll work for me as long as I'm not deployed anywhere.
Yeah, understandable. Curtis, your mic's hot. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay. Councilor Prestige?
I should be good. Just
Okay.
It would be better to have a meeting at 5:30 instead of 4:30. I'm finding. I don't know how anybody else is.
Yeah. Is everybody okay with a little later start?
I would be. I'm the only one at my office right now, and if somebody comes in, I'm going to mute you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm flexible.
Okay. Would a 5:30 start work for you, Andre?
We can make it work.
Okay. And Wilma, your mic's open. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's good for me.
Okay. So let's call it, I guess, tentatively, if we don't get this one off, then July 28th at 5:30. And this will be what, virtual or physical?
I believe after the 23rd, we can do them in person with we may be able to do both in person and a virtual combination if
So we
anyone can't make it.
we could add a few people in virtually as well as physically.
I believe so.
As soon as we figure,
We're working on that system.
as I was just going to say, as soon as we figure out how to work the new technology.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, it'll be a bit of a learning curve, but I think people are used to that now. So. Okay, well, I apologize to the people that have made time today to attend. Again, we got to wait 11 more minutes by our bylaw. So if you can't be here any longer, you have somewhere to go, I'm certainly not going to hold you, but I unfortunately have to stay here. So Curtis, your hand's up. Go ahead.
My question is for the quorum, is it just we don't have enough people or we don't have enough representative from the town to continue?
Well, the board's made up of 3 members from the town, 3 members from the county, 1 from forestry, and 1 from Rotary, and 1 from fixed. Is that right? I'm going off the top of my head.
That is correct.
Okay, and then on the administrative side, we've got Shannon, Steve, and Andre, who are administrators but non-voting members. So we need quorum of those members, and we don't have it. Does that answer your question, Curtis?
Yeah, so we have 9 voting members.
Yeah, and we need 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's correct.
So we have 4, we need just 1 more to make it happen, right?
That's correct.
Okay, just checking.
Anyway, since we got dead air and I don't mind talking, the update from Brian Brzezinski from forestry was certainly an indication of how much the airport can help us in a phone season anyway. So it's obviously not official information or part of the meeting or anything like that, but since we're here and people might be tuned in, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and like, we got a lot of quite a few rotary wing on as well, right? And actually I can log in here. Not a medium to be found, I think, in Canada anymore, right? So it's just, between all the provinces fighting fire and stuff, everything is sucked up now, eh? So I'll just go to my report page here.
I heard an F-18 this morning, a couple of passes. It sounds like they're trying to get in on the action.
I heard it this afternoon here.
There was 2 sets, I think, coming and doing flyovers over the VOR just for radar checks and a couple different testing flights.
Yeah, right now in Canada, there's 30 light helicopters hired, 126 intermediate helicopters, 89 mediums, and 13 heavy helicopters across Canada working wildfires.
Wow. Oh, I hear a medium right now.
Yeah, man, our visibility is, my best tower is only 4K visibility up in the Tony Tower area. The rest are around 1-2 clicks. So kind of a few extra patrols happening today.
Oh, I just got a note here. It said Jim will be joining in 5 minutes, so we might be able to get this one going. So, Shannon, what happens if Jim doesn't make it here before the 5 minutes?
You only have to wait that 5 for quorum, so you would adjourn the meeting and just indicate when the next date is and that all items would go to that new date.
Okay. What's the closest fires that you're seeing to Whitecourt, Brian?
Well, we got, I think I got 5 left on the books here. More to the west of between here and south of Fox Creek. There's a couple just on the other side of the border, south of Valley View, that we helped out Grand Prairie. And then there's one on the north side of the border there. And this is all small stuff, right? In the Slave Lake area, up in the Deer House Mountain areas there. Edson had a couple kicked off this morning just around just south of Hinton and east of Hinton there. But like I say, the majority of the larger stuff, and then they're not big fires, right? You know, around 1,000 hectares there, up in the Fort McMurray area.
Yeah, okay. What are we at for time? 2 more minutes. So if Jim doesn't sign in time, what I'm going to do is then just ask that we adjourn the meeting. Well, the meeting never really was called to order without quorum. Well, it's called to order, but it can't be done without quorum. And that we couldn't get quorum in the 30 minutes according to the bylaw. And then the meeting will be adjourned due to not having the quorum, and all the agenda items will be moved till the next meeting. That'll be scheduled on the July 28th at 5:30. So just so that everybody knows. Okay, we got 5 o'clock. So we waited the 30 minutes in accordance with the bylaw. We didn't get quorum. So, excuse me, you'll get an invite for the 28th at 5:30, and I'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for watching the meeting online. I apologize that it didn't get done, but we need members and we need quorum to do it properly. So we will see you on the 28th at 5:30. Unless anyone has a comment, I'm going to go ahead and close the meeting.
I just got a text that Jim is here in the office.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if the meeting's called or what we do.
Well, I just called it, so
Okay.
I don't like wasting people's time, and this is 30 minutes out of people's day that everybody's wasted by not showing up. And if you responded that you showed, I thank the people that showed up, but this is very frustrating when people don't show up to a meeting so that you can't get quorum. And I'd like to find out why we're down these members. So we'll talk about that later. Okay, so I didn't hear anything from anyone else. Meeting's adjourned. See you on the 28th.
Have a good evening.
See it.